And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
Woo! Oh, that was loud. Woo! We just heard a twofer. We heard two badass Motorhead covers, one of them Deaf Forever and the other one In the Black, from our friends in Hemi. They just did those covers. They're on a compilation, Morgan tells me, and you can find
just
everything.
Hemi compilation of Motorhead covers.
Oh, well, just their compilation then.
Yeah.
Okay. You can look everything up on their Facebook. Check out Hemi Music on Facebook. Again, check out Deaf Forever and In the Black, the badass Motorhead covers they just did.
Yeah.
Whew, that was a mouthful. And I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle.
What up?
Rocking out with the Metal Experience. And we got Charlie over there. Look at Charlie.
Colleen.
And Colleen rocking out, eating some French fries. And tonight, we have with us, all the way from, I'm not 100% sure where you all the way came from.
That's where we came from.
Perfect. We have tonight with us for the first time, and I'm super stoked, designing the Flaw.
What's up, everybody?
Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, what you do in the band, and who's missing, and what they do in the band.
So I think all the important people are here. I'm Rob Zulitz. I play drums.
I'm Arson Wills, and I am the vocalist.
I'm TJ Bradshaw, and I'm the lead guitar player.
Rock and roll.
Lead guitar.
And
You woke up.
And who are we missing tonight?
We are missing Mr. Michael Fernetten for reasons unknown, and our bass player Andreas Morales. He is driving an ambulance, so he's probably saving some lives or doing something
Mike told me he got a new
allegedly
job.
positive.
That he was starting a new job tomorrow at like 6 a.m. That's why he's not here.
He had that job.
He said it's very
He
physical
started it
labor.
on Monday,
He
actually.
started it, yeah.
He said he's having to get up for 6 a.m. It's
Yeah,
a hard
oh, yeah.
labor job. And
Yeah, he's busted his butt. for
He's
sure.
just getting back used to working again.
Doing
one
that
of
work
those.
stuff.
One of those guys.
Gotcha.
One of them
So he
there,
could
guys.
have made it, but chose not to.
Oh, quit busting his balls.
I'm
Did I just
kidding.
bust him out? That's awesome.
Yeah. It's all good. That's what happens when somebody doesn't show up.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
He is actually the most important person in this band. He does everything for us, so
Well,
can't
you're here.
say a word.
yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming out tonight. So, give me a little bit of a backstory. How did designing the Flaw, how did you guys all meet? How did this all come together?
That is a little bit of quite a sort of a long story. First, but definitely thank you for having us here. This place is awesome.
Rock and roll.
Never leaving. You can't make me. Bowling and beer signs.
Fish tacos!
You know what? I'm super full now. But the band, as it came to be, what have we been doing it for almost 3 years?
Well, me and Mike's been doing it for 3 years.
You know, we've all known each other for a long
Yeah.
time. in the scene from various bands, but we've always been in different projects doing other stuff, so we never were able to jam. And somehow the stars aligned, and we formed this like alleged supergroup from like our own little circuit. And I was working at a guitar center, and Mike was a client of mine, and he always come in and buy his gear and stuff. And he'd be like, "Hey, man, you want to come jam?" And I'm like, "Nope, not doing it." And then he finally got me to come hang out, and he said who we had in the band and whatnot. And I was like, yes, I'm getting down on this. This is time. So that's my 2 cents.
Aww, and it was love
It
at
worked
first
out
sight, and
worked
you've been
out really
together
good.
ever since.
I know. I love him. It worked out super good. I'm glad to be here. I've known TJ for a super long time, probably since like 05-ish.
Yeah.
And of his shred-tacular capabilities, and just finally, I got it now. Gotcha, bitch. What do you guys think?
I know, well, the band started with me and Mike. We originally had a different drummer who was my brother. He left the band because he's had children on the way.
He's a grown-up now.
Well, yeah, and then like Rob said, Mike asked Rob if he wanted to join the band. He was interested, so he came out. And we've had
You're lucky.
we had a different singer than Arson over here, and he was a family man as well, and limited us on shows and stuff a month or whatever. So we got rid of him and got Arson.
He bowed out, dude. Have some respect. Any guy.
Mike was trying to get me to join the band since he started it, because about 6 years ago, a couple years before they had what is Designing the Flaw now, I was working on a project with Mike in his basement, which actually ended up being renditions of Colombian Necktie and Should Have Left a Note.
That's right.
So that ultimately, when Mike told me he was going to be bringing those ideas back, I was like, hell yeah, I'm down. I joined about a year and a half ago. I joined in March.
Yeah.
And then I joined, and Mike tells me, all right, you're in the band. By the way, we have a show in 30 days.
It's been that
We were
long?
opening up for Beyond Creation and Reaping Asmodia.
Those
What?
guys
That
are
was his
awesome.
first show.
What?
Yes.
No pressure.
It's fine. It's like so fine.
I'm pretty sure those were Mike's actual words to me. Was no pressure.
Yeah. It's been
Sounds
that
like
long
something he would
now?
say.
Don't
I was
even
like, I got
know
this,
you.
dude. I got this.
So what about Andreas? How long is this
Lineup.
lineup been
This lineup,
Designing the Flaw?
Since
Hour.
March.
hour and a half. Or
Hour and a half.
Sorry, I'm
Like
sorry.
an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
I'm a little
just joined
hungover. I had
yesterday.
my birthday last night. I had fun. But no, a year and a half probably, with him. And then
Alright.
side of
What
him.
is your birthday? You're super old now.
34.
Don't tell
Scare him away. Anyway.
What was the first song that you guys wrote as the lineup that you are now?
Edge of Madness was the first song we had.
No,
Which-
with the current lineup.
Which will we be playing tonight?
Actually, that would be Cover Your Eyes, which is the newest single we're going to be putting out.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
okay.
first song that I actually wrote with you guys since I joined the band. All
Yeah.
the other stuff you guys
Made you
had
learn.
written the music for before I joined.
Yeah, I guess so. We've written 2 songs now with Arson here, so it's coming along. I would say we probably work at a little bit of a slow pace, but what comes out is usually really good.
Well, I joined the band and we were playing a show every weekend for a year and a half.
Yeah, but well, about that, there's that. So, kiss my ass.
Suck it, filthy.
So, when you Arson, when you first joined the band, they gave you 30 days. How many tracks did you have to either learn or write to?
Pretty sure it was like six or
songs.
7 songs I had to learn
All right, and how'd that go?
pretty well.
Yeah.
He had to own them, and you most certainly did.
All right. Well, another quick question for you. So, I've seen you guys live now a handful of times, and let me tell you, it's always wonderful. I always enjoy your guys' set.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank
The
you.
mask you wear, have you always worn the mask with, or what is?
Have you seen his face?
That is true.
By the
If you
way,
saw my
I'm gonna
face,
need a
you would
ride
know
home now.
why
Oh, jeez.
I wear a mask.
Oh, get out of here! You're a great
Well-
looking dude.
See,
I was about to say Gail for some reason. I didn't.
Whoa,
I don't know.
Luco. Whoa.
You're a great looking gal, Arson.
I'm totally busted now. Dudes, I'm out of the band. Totally out of the band because he knows that I'm a woman.
No, seriously. I don't know, man. I wear a mask because it helps me be Arson on stage. It helps me become the man. You know, it helps me get into the zone and really. As some people would say, you wear a mask to hide your face because you don't want the world to see what you're feeling. Now, I make some ugly ass faces when I'm singing, and I'm quite glad that half the people don't get to see that shit. But
No
that's
one's
not why I wear a
judging.
mask.
It's a theatric thing, I think. You know, I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily there's any real rock stars, quote unquote, in the band, but when it's my time for that next 45 minutes, I'm fucking God, and you're gonna watch me. Period. So if you want to wear a mask and be the character, then absolutely more power to you. I'll buy you a fucking mask. You know, like it's important it's for the show. You know, I wouldn't say I'm much of a musician. I'm more of an entertainer. I want to connect with the audience and provide a good show. And I mean, I could write a song technically, sort of, kind of, but it's about the energy of the show and the performance and just connecting with people and, kind of conveying a message or whatever. I don't know.
Well, you guys, I feel like you guys do that every time I've seen you.
It's the energy.
Oh, yeah.
It's the energy.
Yep.
A lot of energy in your live show. You guys are always entertaining to watch.
Thank you.
I actually really much enjoy every time we get to play a show with you guys. Yes. So now this mask, really quick, right back to it. Did you make this, or was this something you have a couple different ones, don't you?
I have a selection of masks that I wear, and I just wear whichever one fits the mood I'm feeling at that moment. I plan on getting many more masks for the future for that reason, just because I don't know. Like I said, it helps me become me. It helps me really be me. When someone can see your face, it seems like they can really see into your soul. But if you're wearing a mask and you're hiding yourself, people don't know you as you, but you can be you. If that makes any sense
whatever you want.
whatsoever.
Whoever you want. Sure.
And I totally had no idea what you looked like, because it doesn't cover your full face, but I had no idea what you looked like after the first time we saw you guys. I was like, whoa, that's what he looks like? He just looks like that.
What a letdown.
That's what he looks like? Yeah, man. All right, well, enough about your masks, Arson. Why don't we go ahead and play a track to introduce the world. What Designing the Flaw sounds like.
Sounds good to me.
Rock and roll. What is the first track you guys want to play tonight?
What do you guys think?
Cover your eyes.
Yeah, we might as well just start it off with our newest one here. It's
The global release.
the global release. Yeah, I mean, not too many people have heard it. It's not on our CD,
Watched the video on the internet.
but
called
we sent it to them so they could play it for us. So.
Woo!
Yeah. All right, and then this is going to be up off of a new CD, or what do we...
Correct. This is coming up with next spring's full-length album.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the first single we're dabbing with,
All right.
off of our upcoming album, which is quite far down the line. But
All right, we'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back in. Again, what was the name of the song?
cover your eyes.
Cover Your Eyes.
Your eyes.
But don't cover your ears because you got to hear the song.
Design the Flaw. Let's do it.
You can contain what you can control.
You're listening to the Metal Experience.
We've assembled a collection of bands who have drummers.
I do magic.
Well, it's easy if you try, Dick.
Now sit back and listen.
Woo! All right, we just heard. I gotta take it. Whew, that was so good. Designing the Flaw with the song "Cover Your Eyes."
You're a fibber.
Yeah. We'll go play with Morgan Danielle on the Metal Experience, and that was fucking bad. Yes. Now, where was that recorded?
That was recorded at Designing the Flaw Studios.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
Is it fancy?
Actually,
Not
no.
that fancy.
It's now known as DTF Studios.
Down to fuck?
Designing the Flaw.
Oh,
He got it.
there we go. he got
So, like, what do you think?
I enjoy it a lot. I wish Charlie.
That's not what I meant.
What do I think? Oh, you freak. Whew. All right, so that and that's forthcoming on a full length, you said?
Yep,
Yeah.
We are working on a full-length album. We are recording, producing, mixing, mastering, and all that good stuff ourselves.
As of right now, yeah.
As of right now, yes, we are in the process of.
Is it actually
writing
called
and recording.
DTF Studios? Or is it still P-Town Studios?
Well, actually, I'm the one recording this one. Mike recorded the EP
Mm.
at P-Town Studios.
Well, have it your way then.
Yeah, but it's still like using Mike's spot, but
Because you're recording it.
it's DTF Studios because it's solely for us.
It's much more better now.
It's more better.
No, I can't hear you.
Huh?
Oh yeah, it's your
Oh.
cord. See,
It's the
Boom.
cord.
Crickly crackly.
A little crickly crackly.
A little cheese sauce in there.
Fucking dip some cheese sauce in there. Well, oh my goodness. And you guys have been playing shows nonstop.
Yes.
Give me some of the, you know what? You guys-
Highlights.
give me first. I always like to ask the bands most embarrassing thing that happened either on a tour, on the road, during a show, during a set. The most embarrassing thing.
I don't know. Either you messed up real bad or like, I mean, like just some stupid. Like you played it 1,000 times. You're like, dude, I forgot my part. I mean, I'll drop a stick all the time, trying to be all fancy and twirl the sticks. The last show we did, Saturday, I cracked myself in the nose and slashed my finger on a cymbal. Pretty sweet. Super professional, Rob. I don't know. I guess you could slip and fall. That would super suck.
Have you guys slipped and fell or anything?
I haven't.
Nothing.
No,
Actually, hard.
Not in this band. I've had some pretty rough stuff happen to me. I had to sub out and use someone else's drum kit one time playing live. There wasn't very many people. It was like 50 people. But I thought I'd be all cool and stand up and like choke the cymbals. And the dude's seat top fell off a stool. And I went, slam my ass back down. I got a metal pole right up in there, and then I fell and hit my head in the concrete. It was awesome. Everyone pointed and laughed.
Oh my.
True story.
Jeez. Well,
Then did you walk it off like a pro?
I went home.
You cried.
I'm out of here.
I better downstairs to my house. I'm leaving.
Aw.
I'm taking my bat and my ball and my glove, and I am leaving.
Luckily, no stupid shit has really happened, thankfully.
All right. Well, then give me some highlights. Your favorite show, favorite story of playing with another band, or a story you guys have had favorite all-time highlights.
I'd say me personally, my favorite show to play, we were playing at Big Shots in Valparaiso, Indiana, and we were opening up with Unearth and Fit for an Autopsy.
Nice.
That was actually the show we debuted, Covered Your Eyes, for the first time live, and
That was a good
I thought we
turnout.
did a real good set for that show.
Yeah, that was pretty hot set.
That
we
was a
didn't,
great
we
time.
didn't fuck up at
Definitely-
all.
Definitely a great time.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I like that one, and then we also opened up for Sepultura at
That was
Big
fun,
Shots.
too. Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
great
it was
show.
pretty neat. Last year sometime.
And,
what?
been a lot of fun venues that we played too. It was we did the Metal Monday at the Live Wire down in Chicago. That was a really fun place, really cool place.
Didn't we play at the Beat Kitchen?
Beat Kitchen too, yeah.
That was cool, man. You know, I've played in the city a lot in previous bands, and generally you play there. There's a lot of these small rooms, and there's a lot of room for stuff. And I always campaign 2 bass drums in this band, and I successfully played 2 bass drums in Chicago, Illinois. I can rule now because I did that. So those were great for me. Anything out of town is always a success, no matter what the turnout is or if you get paid or not. Because we played in the city, we played for like 30 people, big whoop. But everyone went batshit crazy. They loved it, and everyone got a sticker and a CD, and they had never heard of us, and now they do. So to my eyes, that's a success. If I made $40, it's money well spent. I probably paid $60 just in booze and gas getting there.
Yeah, right.
It was a good time. So.
And most of our Chicago gigs are a little bit more fun than our typical hometown Indiana gigs, just because it's so different and we're
Everyone's
totally
charged
different
up, man.
atmosphere.
We're new.
We're usually hyped to play in front of new people,
Nice. What's your favorite venue to play?
Cheese sauce.
Cheese
What? I'm
sauce.
sorry.
Where is that at?
Cheese sauce venue?
Waffle, fry, fucking square. All right.
My all-time favorite venue I've ever played, which wasn't in this band, but it's the Double Door in Chicago.
Same.
That was by far one of the coolest places to ever play. They treat you great there. They got a great sound system, great stage, great staff, and they really treat the bands great there. Out of all the places I've ever played in my entire life, that place, hands down.
It was a pretty
Double
good
Door.
one. It was a good one. We are heading to Texas here next month for a quick little 10-day run stint down there. That should be pretty out of control.
Texas.
Texas, man. Ting. I was down there a couple years ago with a different group of some peoples, and we played in Austin, and that whole town is off the chain. There was this joint called the Dirty Dog. There must have been 300 people in there just getting slammed ass drunk, and it was such a good time. It was right next door to this little pizza place called Death Metal Pizza. Unreal. So
There's a place called Death Metal Pizza.
there was. I actually heard they closed.
Oh.
I mean, talking like a hole in the wall. Like it was just a little hallway and like a pizza oven, and they just blasted Slayer and Morbid Angel, and they had gunfire pizza for like $3 a slice. And it was as big as my head.
Nice.
Nice.
How'd that place go under? Sounds like I would want to work there and or live there.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe we need to start opening some up in the Chicago area.
That would be a good idea.
What's that place that just opened? That
Metal Haven.
Metal Haven. What is that, Morgan?
Originally it was like a record store,
Record
CD
store, right?
store, and now they opened up to be also a restaurant. So it's like a combined record store with music merch and stuff, and they've
They
got
have
a
cheese sauce.
really cool,
Cheese sauce.
Fish tacos.
I guess, restaurant with it too now, which Alex Damsky works there.
Really?
Yeah,
Very
from
cool.
Ocean
We're gonna
Walker.
have to go and say hi to him.
Say Ocean Walker?
Ocean Walker, do you know them?
You're an Ocean Walker.
How dare you?
You liked it.
I like the only other metal food place I ever heard of was Kuma's Corner. They named their sandwiches after bands.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
have one
super
in
good?
Indiana by you now.
I want to try that place so bad.
Yeah,
They have a
opened
Slayer
up
with
one in,
cheese, dude.
Indiana by you.
Where at? Do you know?
So the
Google
Slayer burger isn't actually on a bun.
Yeah.
It's just like a slop, like a giant plate. It's like a
Indianapolis.
chili cheeseburger.
Really?
And the first time I went there, I was like, give me a Slayer burger. And I put down the whole thing, and about 10 minutes after, entered food coma so hard. But I finished that shit, and
I've
it
got
was
a picture
delicious.
of him passed out in my car.
So
Yeah.
there's one in Indianapolis. We're playing in Indianapolis next weekend.
Yes,
We
we
It's
are.
on
Sunday.
Prospect. It's what it says. You can look it up on their website.
Mount
Try and-
Prospect is
we should
going
try
in.
and hit that
Yeah,
place.
No,
we're
no,
gonna
while
hit
we're
that
out
up.
there,
Prospect.
man.
It's on Prospect like Street or something
Even
in
though there's no
Indianapolis.
much closer in Chicago. But
She'll
hey,
get you
while
guys
we're
the
there, why
address.
not?
You can look it up on the internet.
I really was kind of hoping the Slayer burger would have like some sort of like pentagram, like crispily burned into the bun,
That would be a good idea. Maybe you
What a
should give
letdown.
that.
or like an upside down cross at least.
You could tell my buddy Dave, he works at the one here in Chicago.
Yeah, tell them to do that as an idea now. But they'd have to like get an iron or something with that on it, right?
It's just a mound.
And if you
of
don't
food.
finish it, they get to burn you with an iron.
There you go.
That's metal as fuck.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's like a rite of passage.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
like
should
it.
do it if you finish it, because then you just get to join this gang of people who have finished it.
This is true.
Because then when they spot it, it could be like, oh, you finished the Slayer burger, you
bro,
badass.
you're a burger slayer.
Branded for life.
I also like that idea. I like both. I like both ways. How about this? You
Do
order
ya?
the Slayer burger. Yeah. You order the Slayer burger, you get branded regardless.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
You're getting burned.
What it should be is a brand where it looks like Slayer's carved into your arm, like they did on the
man.
Divine Intervention.
Nice, nice.
I've watched that movie on VHS, which I still own, probably 400 times. It's the best.
Metals. Well, why don't we go ahead and play another Designing the Flaw track? This one's going to be off of you guys brought a CD.
Yeah, this is our EP.
EP. Is it just EP? There's
Potty
no
mouth.
title.
No, self-titled
Okay.
EP.
That is badass. Why don't we go ahead and play a track off the EP? What track do you guys want to play?
Let's listen to Hourglass. That's always a good one.
Hourglass. All right. Well, let's do it. Designing the Flaw. Hourglass. Metals.
Within the confines of eternity, one
are back. I am Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze. We are without the chinless hair of knowledge. He is on vacation this
Weird
week.
backstory to
He'll
it.
be
Well,
back
yeah,
next week. I need to say that because I want to say that. It's my show, bitch. I'm kidding. We are back with our friends in Designing the Flaw. That was another track that they played off of their EP, and that was called Hourglass. Woo! What's that track about, guys?
Time.
Time. Such a deep meaning.
Who did you say?
Fucking
Chinless Wonder? What?
Oh, chinless hair of
So-
knowledge. He used to have a beard. We used to call him the chin hair.
He used to have this beard, and the segment he would do, Morgan's brother, was the guy just knows all these bands. It's just stupid amounts of information of random stuff about these crazy metal bands, and
pretty useful, yeah.
so he had this crazy chin hair going on, and there's the beard of knowledge from Pawn Stars. We had the chin hair of knowledge, of metal knowledge. So we called him the chin hair of knowledge.
Yeah.
And then he shaved it off after like 2 years. No, it was.
No.
Shit, he's had that for years.
Did he meet a girl?
I don't know. I don't know what he did.
No. It's been a while since he shaved, but it
It was long as fuck. But anyway,
he trims it.
Did he lose all the knowledge with?
God.
he lost all the knowledge.
don't know about
so
that.
now it's like he's the
Man.
chinless hair, no hair knowledge, no knowledge-less guy. So we don't know what to call him anymore. He just fucked everything up. But anyway, that was
You lose.
Yeah, that was the backstory on him.
How about the baby face of knowledge?
The baby face.
I don't think Babyface is good sounding.
We're still working. We're still trying to
Never
figure it out now.
Say that again.
I like chinless hair.
The chinless,
Chinless.
like he's got no chin.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant.
Well, that's
Not like that.
so. That's the little backstory of that man and his chin hair. But
Over it.
so yeah, as am I. So Hourglass. What was Hourglass about? Time.
It's all about time, baby. When you got time to lean, there's time to clean. No, for real.
Know your role.
Know your role in the kitchen, bitch. No,
You're so.
Did you just look at me expecting me to say something? I can't really cook, so.
She cooks a mean macaroni and cheese, guys.
so she's
That's
the
my
one telling
specialty.
you. You got time to lean, there's time to clean, mother. Love
Luco
it.
clean? That's a joke.
I clean the shit out of
You
stuff.
do not.
I'm
The
always cleaning
dishes? The
stuff.
dishes? That's a
Except
joke.
dishes.
That's a joke.
I'm all right. Except dishes. Sorry. Hourglass.
Okay, no, Hourglass is about that moment in time when you got your strength and everything's going great and you just wish that you could make the time stand still at that point and just live that moment forever. The song itself is also about, specifically a little bit more so written about wartime, about war when you're getting shot at with bullets and your buddies are dying and you're just trying to keep trekking through and you just find that moment in yourself where you're like, yeah, you know what, I got this. I got this.
Go
Gotta
time.
Keep pushing forward. Keep moving forward, man. That's all
I
you can do.
envisioned something completely different, but
Well, I wrote the fucking lyrics. So what do you got to say?
it's
Well, let me hear. I want to hear what you got, huh?
a little inappropriate.
We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it.
We'll talk about it
I
later.
want to hear. I want to hear what you call inappropriate.
You know, I don't
because
think anyone really actually needs to hear that. So
We're uncensored, so you can say
it is, so.
anything.
I'm gonna put the censor on that.
All right.
Boo.
You
He just wants to leave everyone hanging. That's all it is. But yeah, Hourglass is definitely, it's just about making time stand still and keeping that moment forever when your strength is just great.
Well, I guess in a more cheese sauciest way of saying that's one of my favorite songs to play, and I kind of wish that song would never end. Kind of keep it going for a while because it's fucking cool and it feels good to play that song. And it's strong. We're all strong in that song. So
Strong. That That's kind of what your
Strength
explanation.
twice.
But that was, he just likes playing it forever.
Pretty much.
That's his hourglass.
That's his hourglass, where he just wants to keep the
Everyone has their hourglass.
Boom.
time. Everybody.
Is there an eagle in here? All right.
Woo. Well, you guys got some shows coming up.
We have.
You know, we got a couple. I think we got like booked till November.
Why don't you guys go ahead and give me the first 43 of them?
Okay.
43 of them. Jesus Christ.
That's only the first 43.
It's fine.
Oh my God.
Sunday, August 14th.
Sunday.
It's the big bong blowout at Bong World.
Oh my God.
Sunday.
We'll be at the Emerson Theater in Indianapolis, Indiana. That's supposed to be a pretty big deal, too. The Emerson Theater is a nice place. So
Is it like your version of playing House of Blues out here?
I'm hoping so. I haven't looked it up or anything yet, but it's supposed to be pretty hot.
It's going to be half bands from Indiana and half
Ohio.
bands from Ohio.
Yeah, it's a big sort of pseudo competition.
Indiana versus Ohio Metal Fest.
This should be
So
pretty
Who
cool.
will
should be
win?
pretty darn awesome.
Well, I know. I hope wins. The August 20th, we'll be at the Shovelhead Saloon in Danville, Illinois. 27th is at the Waterbird Banquet Center in Chesterton, Indiana, where I once grew up.
Yummy.
No, it's gross. Don't go there. It's a trap. Trucks are bad. Shit, broke it.
Shit, he broke it.
Don't worry about it.
he's
September
breaking shit
2nd, we'll be at the Nail again in Portis, Rusty Nail, where TJ lives, usually.
That's
Now,
my bar.
Is that place
You can stalk them home after.
only outdoors? Like, what if it's raining?
No,
they
nope,
do
no.
it indoors.
Just
if it
deal with
rains.
it.
Where's the stage then indoors?
It's just a floor indoors.
The
That's the only
indoor
alternative you have
floor.
if the weather's bad.
Just
Otherwise, there is a stage outside.
move
Where-
shit around
where
and just
in there?
jam
It's
out.
full of rusty nails, I promise.
It'd be down on the ground in there, over by where the bar's at. If you're sitting there playing, the bar should be to your left. There's also a ramp that you can go up where the pool
So-
table's at, and
In front of the pool table, not up there, but like right where that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to figure out, 'cause, you know, like where would you play? It's like,
Somewhere by the dartboard.
Made the dirt board.
dartboard's on the other side now.
No, it isn't. No, it's not.
I go there all the time. I was there last
You
night.
don't know. September.
I was there last night playing darts.
I was there last night seeing a lot of titties. Just saying.
You're a
What?
Oh yeah,
you're a tit.
it happened.
Tit
It was my birthday, celebrating. Just everybody.
Hey, happy birthday.
You know what's that thing at the
Noise.
at sporting events? They do the wave. Well, TJ started the flash. He showed his boobs, and then everybody
man
in the
boobs.
bar just
They're
started.
He really did. There was some.
He got
some
everybody
pretty
in the bar
serious
showing their boobs. Women,
interweb
men,
madness going on
trannies,
there.
Noise.
tranny surprises. Everyone, they were showing their boobs.
This is going to be kind of interesting. Saturday and Sunday, September 3rd and 4th, we're going to be at the playground in New Era, Michigan. That's a camping affair for bands. So the gang's going to be out there camping in tents, getting super slammed out, and probably playing on, in the grass or something.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm looking forward to that one. I heard there was fishing in a pond. I'm just going to get dumb. It's going to get stupid. Michael's girlfriend Olivia is like a crazy fish Nazi, so we'll see how many fish she can catch.
No fish for you.
No fish for you.
Was it like
She's
she
still gonna like
eats
beat
fish
me.
or she really likes fishing?
They're crazy about fishing. Michael does like little sweeps on the guitar, and when he's done doing that, he goes fishing. That's pretty much all he does. Until he got a real person job, dick.
I'm done here. It's fishing time.
Pretty much. Must be nice. Anyway, we have 37 others now? That was
We got
At least.
Friday, September 9th, Penny Road Pub, Barrington Hills, Illinois.
that place is great.
Friday, September 16th at the Doom Room in Lafayette, Indiana.
Sweet.
Saturday, September 17th at PG in Evansville. That's the start of our tour.
Yeah, the Doom Room in Lafayette.
The
that
Doom Room,
kicks
yeah.
it up 16th.
Great guys.
September 18th for Daisy Dukes in Nashville.
Daisy Dicks.
Ooh la la.
Then we're playing at a skate shop in Austin on Tuesday, the 20th.
That's supposed to be
of
pretty hot,
September.
too. I heard a lot of stuff about
And,
that.
Wait, so you guys are going on a tour? You
Yeah.
said 10-day
Yeah,
tour?
it's like a little 10-day
Yeah,
stint.
just-
A
Yeah.
little 10-day stint.
You guys going with anyone? Just you guys.
Just us, man.
It's just us. We booked it ourselves, yeah.
So then you guys just playing random shows with random bands or
Yep.
what?
Yeah. Correction, Michael put this all together. So
Yeah, we're
Okay, so I won't ask too many details because you guys don't know because Mike put it all together.
try me.
well, Mike does the booking for the
Gonna make it
band,
up
so-
anyway.
It's gonna be great, man. Check it.
All right, so you're in Austin.
Yep, we'll be in Austin. Let's see here, September 20th and 21st. We're going to be playing in Austin. September 20th is at a skate shop in Austin. The 21st we're playing at a place called The Mix. And then we're still actively looking for certain dates on our tour, like September 22nd. We're looking for an Oklahoma date. So if anybody out there listening is in the Oklahoma area and wants a band to come play, hit us the fuck up.
Oklahoma.
Friday, September 23rd, we're going to be at the Jam House Collective in Arkansas.
I got that one. I know someone in Oklahoma.
And then
Take care of it. It's in
we're looking for a gig on the 24th in
Magic
St.
Castle.
Louis. So if anybody's down in the St. Louis area looking for a band on Saturday the 24th, that would be great, helping us out.
I
to
will
help get back
only
home.
play a barbecue place in St. Louis.
A barbecue place in St. Louis.
That's it.
And then we're finishing
I will
off our,
play for barbecue.
finishing off our tour at Port Royal Gastropub in Decatur on Sunday the 25th.
That was a good show we recently had. Was over there.
That was a fun place.
It was
Yep.
it was
Really
small
cool.
and intimate, but there was like I don't know, maybe 60 or 70 people in this bar that could probably hold 100. It was pretty packed in there, and everyone had a really good time. It was a wide variety of music, but it was super cool. And they had a little patio outside. We got super slammed in. Well, I did anyway. So
Now the Doom Room show you guys have coming up. Have you guys played a Doom Room show before or been to the Doom Room? Or?
I have not.
we rehearse in a doom room.
You're a Doom Room.
Yeah, you
Good
got
guys.
me.
Good guys. They don't do the Doom Room is not their basement Doom Room anymore. Morgan can't back me
No,
up.
it's
It's now just the venue they run their shows out of.
No, I
but
think they still do house parties, but for the most
What?
part, they do it out of the Portage Theater.
well then just
Not the
hope
Portage Theater.
that
um,
it's
Lafayette Theater.
just hope it's in the basement of their place because we've been to a couple of Doom Room shows where their house was actually
It's awesome.
the Doom Room and it would be
Yeah.
in the basement and it was just a fucking sweet house party
It's
and they had a
awesome.
stage in the basement and it was always a good time.
House parties, I have
Looking
not done
forward
one of
to it.
those in a minute. The last one I did was a Halloween party, and yes, it was off the chain for sure.
Actually, the Doom Room was my first house party.
Aren't house parties the fucking
They're the
best?
best,
It was
dude.
awesome.
Like
You wake
fuck,
up and you
every-
don't know who else stayed there, and
No.
you're like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Who are you? Oh, where's my stuff? What happened? Why am I
It
wearing
was awesome.
lipstick?
And
Never-
once again,
just get a keg or
It's-
two
it's
or
been a
eight
while,
and
but I
fucking
wanna-
Where did all these
rage.
body parts in my fridge
some
get
edible
here?
underwear. What? I don't know. What's going on?
Woo! House parties.
All right, who's missing a kidney, guys? I found one here. Anyone missing any
feel
entrails?
good.
Anyone get sick? Anyone remember anything last night? I don't know. I don't know.
Woo!
Who knows?
Well,
Breathe
you
in.
know what? Why don't we do another Designing the Flaw song? What's the what's the next song you guys want to play?
You picked, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you know I'm going to go with Colombian Necktie.
All right.
'Cause that's my jam.
you keep it up, dude.
you keep making these Limp Bizkit references.
What?
Yeah. Him.
Oh,
Yeah, he keeps making the voice. I keep expecting to hear the music.
Straight coming at ya.
I love
Get it all for the nookie.
all right. Well, let's do Designing the Flaw off their EP, Colombian Necktie. Woo woo.
Don't you tell me.
Well, I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, Luco Blaze, Morgan Danielle, rocking out on the Metal Experience, and we are still rocking out with Designing the Flaw, and that was the first track off the EP that was Badass. That was Colombian Nectar.
Colombian Nectar.
You.
Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about what that song is about?
That, I wrote that song about back when I was a hired assassin, and someone was sent to kill me. And unfortunately, I found out that they were trying to kill me, and I got the drop on them before they could.
No
get
one
the chance.
messes with him.
Well, not anymore. He's fucking dead. So,
Nah, he's gone.
thank you guys. Be
Totally
good.
dead.
Be good, drive safe, Charlie.
Come to
Charlie,
think
Charlie.
about it, I think I know whose kidneys were in my fridge now. It all makes sense to me.
So you murdered people before they can murdered you.
It's Charlie's kitties.
Perfect.
Yes.
Charlie's kidneys.
Yeah, give him a nice Colombian necktie.
Boom. Boom.
Slit his throat from ear to ear, man, and let his tongue dangle down like a little necktie.
Nice.
I like it. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Sounds so brutal. So
It is
sincere.
brutal. It's metal as fuck. That's
is
what it
metal.
is.
We also got a video out for that one too on
Say
YouTube.
what?
Oh, yeah.
On the YouTubes, we've got the music video official for designing the Flaw. for
Morgan, post that to the
Colombian
Metal
Necktie.
Experience.
What? What?
Columbia Necktie music video.
Music video.
Designing the Flaw. So,
totally.
you guys made a music video for. Is that the only song you guys have a music video for?
So far, yes. We are working on a video for Cover Your Eyes. Actually.
Yes, that's in the works right now. So it should be good. We have we're just working on a location right now. I think we have one. It's going to be some I guess to give sort of like a sneak preview. It's going to be an outdoorsy thing, and maybe there's be some blood.
Fuck yeah.
Blood.
So Morgan's gonna post
What?
Columbia Necktie
Okay.
on the Metal Experience Facebook page.
Right now.
Right meow. Give me the little background of the making of that music video.
It was filmed at Big Shots the venue. We were blessed enough to have the fellas at Big Shots let us use the place to shoot it. We did it all ourselves. Mike did all of the editing.
Took him long enough.
Took him long enough. Anyone who does editing for anything knows that shit just takes forever.
It's super tedious. Did Hank shoot the video?
Yeah, one of our buddies, Henry.
Henry,
he
yes.
shot the video.
And I think Olivia
Hardcore Henry, yeah. They
also had a camera as
it was
well.
a group effort, friends and stuff. Put it all
man.
together.
Hardcore Henry.
Can't thank him enough. That guy's the best. He does incredible photo work.
So
And,
it was all shot at Big Shots.
Correct.
Yep.
Now, did you guys use different songs and kind of mix it in for just that one song, or you just had a couple different cameras going at the same time and then you just...
I think it was either one or two. I want to say it was two cameras, and we played the song like 40 times.
Yeah.
And we just got different angles. I mean, super about as low budget as it gets. And Mike really went to town and crazy with the editing and stuff, and ended up figured out this goofy system and added some cool effects. And the final product didn't completely suck. So yeah, we use it to push that song as a good promo tool.
Fucking A.
You gotta have one.
Fucking A.
Fucking A, Peter. Fucking
So
A,
yeah,
Peter.
it made it officially our first single off of our EP.
If it would ever be played on to the
Well,
television,
it's-
it'd be on check out Channel 9, man.
Dude, it's in the top 10 hits, man. I heard.
Fucking Bristol City.
heard.
in the outer realm, the other dimension.
As the
You know-
stare
I'll
down.
cut you.
I'll cut you.
Don't look at me like that, man.
So since I got you three guys here,
Couple two tree.
couple two tree,
The
I want to
two
get
Utes.
your.
a Ute?
I want. That was perfect. I want to get all your guys' personal influences, and I want the backstory of you guys. So, TJ,
Looking at you, dude.
Oh,
I'm looking at
TJ.
you.
hello.
I want to start with you.
Okay,
Give me the
start
give me
with
the
me.
personal background, how you got started playing guitar, your influences, all the slimy details of what makes TJ the rock and rolliest guitarist.
And leaving all the dirty parts.
Especially leaving the dirty parts.
He is actually really slammy. I had to give him a ride to the place, the Rendezvous. So.
The rendezvous.
The old rendezvous.
What shit's
Boom.
going down?
Do you really want to know?
I don't know.
I didn't think so. Continue the story.
No, my influences were Metallica, James Hetfield, and Kirk Hammett. That's what wanted me to play guitar. I started doing that. I started learning their songs and stuff, and got better playing guitar. Then I started getting influenced by other people like Dimebag Darrell from Pantera and Kerry King, Slayer, and then you got Dave Mustaine from Megadeth and all those guys. And then I started learning about other bands that are newer bands. But I've been playing guitar for 20 years now, and I'm self-taught, never had lessons in my life. I don't know how to read music, but I have the ear for it. So I just listen to it and figure out where the notes are at and go
what
from
they
there.
say?
You know?
Hey, man, brother. So when did you get your first guitar? What
First-
was it?
Actually, it was a generic one. I think it was called a Gremlin or Sonics or something.
Yes.
Yeah, Sonics. That's what it was. The white one from JCPenney's catalog.
Are you serious,
Yep.
dude?
J.C. Penney
J.C.
sold
Penney.
guitars.
Oh no
Yep.
shit, dude! My first drum set was the Sonics in the fucking Penny's catalog, bruh.
Wow.
Yeah, awesome.
And the
rocker.
bond just got deeper.
It did. But
So you started learning all these other band songs, and then
and then eventually I started wanting my own band, and then started writing my own music. Every now and then I'll learn someone's song or whatever, but it's mostly now writing my own stuff, you know. And when before it was just all I do was sit down and jam Metallica or anything like that when I'm learning how to play guitar. But now that I got it and everything, I started writing my own stuff and started bands, and here I am.
started bands. What? Give me a little backlog of the bands over the years.
The first band I ever had was called Playhouse, and that was just kind of
Ooh.
yeah.
Here come the dirty details.
No,
Practiced in a brothel.
that band was a bunch of friends in high school got together.
Hair metal.
No, it was
We
actually
ain't that old, woman.
the influences for that band was more like Limp Bizkit, Soulfly kind of stuff. And we just kind of did our own thing, wrote our own songs. Me personally, they were okay.
2 words, Laser Zone.
Aha. that's where we played at, Laser Zone. But no, then I had another band called Fiach. That was the name of the band.
Wait, what was it?
It was called Fiach.
So it's like biatch with fiat.
Yeah.
All right.
And that went on for maybe a little over a year. And then after that, I had a band called At Peace. And there was 4 of us in that band. And that was going on for about 2 years. Then I had a band called the Suicide Blonde. And people really liked that band, but it fell apart because we got rid of our singer, couldn't find a good singer, and I was working too much. And then eventually started designing the Flaw.
And here we are now.
Yep.
History.
Mental experience.
Cheese sauce.
If you-
It comes full
If
circle.
you get a chance, seriously, make us like a little blurb of us to just
Cheese
put
sauce?
that in a like a
Metal experience. Cheese sauce.
like a little commercial in our show that just is. Yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't
All right,
know.
down the
I
line.
know what you're talking about.
Sounds.
Fucking cheese sauce.
Rob, give us the whole Rob backstory.
It's not much to tell, man. I don't know, dude. I guess I've been playing drums for like 23 years now. It's a little while. I'm still learning how to play. So, you always are learning how to play. You should never I know how to play this. I don't know shit. I'm always learning how to trying and attempting to learn new stuff to make myself better and make the band better and not suck quite as band. But I never wanted to play an instrument per se. I didn't even like music. There was no music in the house growing up, period. I think first time I heard music, I was like 5, and it was like The Twist or something. Chubby Checker at the neighbor's house. It's fucking rock and roll. It's like a rock and roll. Yeah, it was pretty badass. I don't know. I guess I think a neighbor kid came back from one vacation when she was like 9 or something, and she had the Black album and like Back in Black. And I didn't really care for Metallica, and I was like, AC/DC's awesome, man. And I wanted to play guitar. I thought it was pretty cool. So I convinced my mom to get me a guitar, and I get lessons, and it didn't make any sense at all. And a friend of mine actually came. He picked it up really quick. That's a whole other story and whatnot. But I think the neighbor kid had a drum kit, and everyone was like, "You should try and play drums." I'm like, drums are gay. No, I don't want to. Anyway, so I got badgered into it, and it's one of those things that just kind of clicks. And I stuck with it because it was fun, and I had a lot of energy out of the ADD, ADHD stuffs, I guess, allegedly. It's a myth.
It's a myth.
It's fucking scam is what it is. Anyway, so I thought it was cool, so I started playing. I want to say I was like 13, maybe like 12-ish, like 7th grade maybe, and we had, the other dude who picked up the guitar, my main man Ryan, who I was in a band with later on. It was pretty successful.
Does he know that he was your main man?
Yes, he does. He's fucking better.
Be sure to tell him if he doesn't.
Any guy. He started shooting. He's like, "Let's go jam in the garage." It's like August. I was like, okay. And like a bunch of neighbor kids came down. I'm like, we're jamming away. And we totally suck balls. And like, you guys are cool. I'm like, wait.
OMG.
If we do this, they'll think we're cool.
And I was like, doing this forever. Yep. And of course, I eventually just got really into it. I learned how to really play drums in high school. All the usual influences. I was super into AC/DC, Angus Young, and Phil Rudd, and Chris Slate, and all the gang from all the Aussies from Australia.
Oh,
I love that band forever. I don't care. Say it's mine all day.
Brian
You
Johnson,
tell 'em.
Bon
Yes,
Scott.
both.
Oh man.
All right.
One is as good as the other. Thank
All right.
you.
I agree.
I think I heard Metallica on the radio when I was going fishing when I was like 14. And I got my mom to buy me some CDs on vacation. And that blew my shit away. And I was like, you can't do that. It's not a guy. It's a machine or something. Anyway, so I learned how to play drums, like metal drumming from listening to Metallica and like, Megadeth and whatnot back in the day. And I wanted to get more extreme, and someone recommended I listen to Morbid Angel and Deicide.
Oh my God.
And
That's a total 180.
Yes, and then after that, I was like, "Oh, this is the best." And then I got super into like the super dark stuff. And I want to say, this is like years later into drumming. I've been playing for quite a few years now. Somebody gave me Pantera's "Cowboys from Hell."
Yes.
Really not knowing much about the whole thing, and that was an eye-opening experience. And I went out and immediately bought all of the discs and absorbed that, the whole Vinnie Paul and everybody, and that was just another piece to my drumming puzzle, I guess. So I'm pretty diverse. I like a lot of different stuff. I mean, one of my favorite drummers of all time is Barry Kurtz from Shinedown. I know, I'm so okay. Oh, Shinedown. It's the fucking badass band.
They are. They really are.
It's real music. Don't fucking racket we play. But I like all the classic rock, 97.9, all the good stuff. It's pretty easy peasy. A lot of the new death metal, metalcore. As of recent, I was actually in a pop punk band. I don't particularly care for that band. It was a very successful, awesome band, and the music was kind of lame sometimes and not very exciting. But it taught me how to be a much better player and how to be more professional in the business arena of our quote unquote profession, and it really allowed me to gain most importantly, a whole new circle of friends that I still have retained to this day. And that was it's a fucking really good decision. So I'm glad I stuck with it, even though it ended up failing fucking miserably. But I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at today, man. Like after that band broke up, we're not going to name that band because we're not going to go there. But
you're like Simple Plan.
Sure.
Whoa.
Anyway, I think I took a year off. I was pretty disappointed with the whole thing. I've been really going gung-ho for quite a few years. I mean, I could list off some bands I've been in if you want, like TJ did.
Okay.
I mean, I did some. I think I had a band called Feral Child in high school. We did like the
Feral Child.
Feral Child. We were like 16. Me and Ryan.
Oh Jesus.
And the boys played at talent shows, instrumental. Actually, the guy I worked with, Tim Huber, was the bass player, and we were like badasses for a week or so. Whatever. I was in a band shortly out of high school called 2 AM Logic. That was like this really gross rap rock stuff. And that was the first time I ever got paid to play drums. We did a handful of shows. Like, here's fucking $15, Rob. Like, what's this for? Like, you play, you get paid, brah. And I'm like, this is awesome. I play drums, I get money. Who knew? I'm sold. So, come back to Ryan. We were in a band called Doll Body Kid. It was a really weird, creepy alternative rock band in the mid-2000s. I ended up filling in for his drummer because he kind of bitched out and just never left. Like I think I did 2 shows and it was a lot of fun. And Ryan and I had not jammed for quite a while, so I was like, so see you guys on Tuesday for practice. And then the rest, I think we made it like 3 years, and everyone got too grown up for it, and we all bailed. Then I was working at Guitar Penitentiary by that time, and literally found a flyer on the reader board in the hallway. For like, do you want to be in a touring band? I'm like, yes, get me out of here. And talked with this dude who actually ended up being from across the town in Michigan City, Indiana, where I'm from. And we talked for like an hour, got along really well, and I was like, so what kind of music do you do? And, we didn't even mention it. We just started yapping about whatever. And he's like, oh my God, I love pop punk. Blink-182 is the best. And I was like, oh, come on. And he's like, well, what do you mean? What do you like? And I'm like, death metal? You ever heard of Slayer, brother? And he's like, oh no. So I went there and learned all their songs in an hour and made a shitload of money and girlfriends. And got signed to a small label in Chicago and was extremely successful and made the best friends I've ever had in my life. So it turned out really well for me.
What was the name of them?
He wasn't going to name them.
Tell
me after.
No, that's cool. There's a video. You can put it down. It's a single. The band was called This Last Dance.
Last Dance.
For Michigan City, Indiana. It's really hilarious. They had like this 2-tone faux hop going. And two different Metallica shirts. It's fine.
Perfect.
They hated it. So.
Hey, but you know what? Sum 41 loved metal, and you can hear it in their riffs and everything.
Oh,
size doesn't matter for some things, okay? To be pop punk, it doesn't matter.
Okay. That is what she said. So.
Anyway,
that's pretty much my story. I'm just trying to get better and do what's best. I learned a lot of things in that band, and then of course, doing what's best for the song. And not trying to overplay. Like, a lot of times what happens in metal is people get too crazy and extreme, and it just sounds like fucking garbage. So I'm extremely guilty of that still to this day. So I took some time off, about a year off, and then Michael Fernettin kept hounding me to be in his band. And you want to jam? No, piss off. And then finally, I did, and it worked out really well, and I'm super glad I did. So this is the best band I've been in to this day, and really glad to have my metal back
Woo!
because I had strayed away for so long into the more alternative rock and pop punk stuff. So it just feels good. I'm definitely the best I've ever been at playing, and I just try and get better and keep hanging out and keep cranking out badass songs. So on to the next.
Fuck yeah. All right, Arson, give me the life story.
The first time I performed on stage, I was 4 years old, and I sang the Super Bowl Shuffle with a live band at some bar that my mom worked at.
Please tell me there's video of this somewhere.
Shit, I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think people had
VHS in your
camcorders
closet.
back then.
Oh, one of
too
those.
handy, you know. And then I discovered metal at the age of 7 when I was institutionalized. Some kid in there had snuck in a Walkman with a mixtape, literal Walkman with a mixtape, and on that mixtape he had a whole variety of music that he let me listen to. Let's see, some of that included Eazy-E, and as well as South of Heaven by Slayer and Dead Skin Mask by Slayer. And I believe the song Institutionalized by Suicidal Tendencies was on there. So that started me off at quite a young age for metal. So in between being institutionalized, being a hired assassin, I was in a couple of little garage bands and shit, doing things.
Always vocals?
Always a vocalist, man. Always
You
a
play guitar just fine. What are you talking about?
I've never played guitar in a band in my life. I can play the drums, I can play bass, I can play keys, I can...
It's not that good at drums.
That's why I'm a vocalist.
You don't play guitar?
I never played guitar in a band. Never. Not once.
Not once.
Until recently, I decided to become a producer.
Boom.
No, he was forced into that.
I was forced into that, yeah.
Know your role.
They said, yep, you know how to kill people? All right, we're going to kill this fucking record, dude.
Aggressive.
He's laying it down.
So then with your vocal style, has it always been the same for all the bands you've been in? Have they always been metal bands? Have they always been doing the screaming?
I plead the fifth.
The killing.
Say what?
I plead the fifth.
Shit, he won't even tell me?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
If he told you, he'd have to, you know,
Don't worry
I get
about
it. I get it.
put the mask on.
Shh, no
Now,
talk.
has the mask
You don't
thing,
want that, man.
has the mask been all the different bands, or is that just with this band?
Just with this band. This is my first band. My first band. This is my first band, guys.
Oh my God.
I'm about to get all emotional and clamped up in here. This is my first band, guys. I've never really been in a band up until now. And it's great. I love it.
All right.
That's all I got.
Well, why don't we play another metal song?
Can I?
That. Oh yeah.
Can I interject a little bit?
Absolutely.
I didn't get my chance.
What?
I know. I talked like 47 minutes. About the influences, I mentioned the bands, but I wanted to mention a couple different players. You know, like TJ mentioned, all the guys from Metallica. Metallica was a big one for me. Lars Ulrich, I don't care. I'll fucking fist fight you.
Lassie.
Is or was a badass. There was a huge Slayer period I left out that was incredibly influential to my playing and how I do things now. And Avenged Sevenfold, I was recently into. I really started listening to those guys probably like 2010 or something. Unfortunately, we all know what happened in 2009. Fucking Rev croaked, and anyway, those guys were a big deal to me, and I try and put some of them into my playing. That's all.
Well, why don't we go ahead and play another track off the EP you guys brought for us tonight? What's the next track you guys want to play?
Are there any more?
Let's play Should Have Left a Note.
Should have left a note. Designing the Flaw on the Metal Experience. Stick around, we're gonna rock out. Should have left a note.
Compensation.
This is Frankie from the Bloodline, and you are listening to the Metal Experience. Metal. Woo! Woo!
Hootie hoo!
We just heard another delicious Designing the Flaw track that was Should Have Left a Note.
Was it juicy?
It was so juicy. Off their EP. And what was Should Have Left a Note about?
That's a really fucking morbid song, man. That is... the lyrics to that song are a suicide note.
But the title implies that you didn't leave a note.
Yes. The irony.
The irony.
The irony. It's kind of a sarcastic title for the song, which is very morbid and very much from the person's perspective of the writer of the said suicide note.
Rock and roll, rock and roll. So, with the EP, where did you guys... Well, first off, where did you guys record this EP?
We recorded that at our guitar player Mike Fernetton. He has his own studio called P-Town Studios.
P-Town!
We did the drum tracks at my house, actually.
Yep.
In the loft.
Collaboration did everything else at Mike's house, and then we sent it off to get mixed and mastered.
And now this time around with the full length, you guys are doing all the mixing and mastering yourself. Did you need to see that? Yeah.
Yep, we are doing it this time. The last one we had mixed and mastered by Jonathan Clardy. But we're doing our next album and possibly even all of our future albums ourselves.
For now, anyway. We're a small band, so we're just doing it ourselves.
We're all about doing it yourself. So.
DIY, man.
DIY, baby.
All day.
And now the artwork on that EP is also pretty fucking sweet.
Thank you. It was who was it?
His name's Ryan Kasperian.
Kasperian. That he and Michael go back quite a ways, so it was a pretty easy, obvious choice. He does some really cool graphics art, so it worked out well.
And now on the full length, you said most likely be out in the spring-ish.
Yeah, we are aiming for springtime release for our next effort, which will be a full-length album.
Maybe March or April.
Do you guys have any a title for it or design for a cover or any of that?
We're still working on all that stuff.
Still, all right.
Nothing.
To be announced.
TBA.
TBA, baby. And then, woo.
Woo!
And you said you're recording all of them. So are you still doing kind of the same recording process, just your Arson now doing what Mike did last time?
Pretty much.
The drums, were they also recorded?
Those
did the EP?
Those are recorded at Mike's house.
All right. Just give me a stare down.
Don't start. They were tracked over at Mike's house. We'll say sure.
What was the hardest part for recording?
Editing.
Editing?
Yeah, Mike it was a freaking nightmare for him.
You mean you didn't do
edit.
the drums in one track, one take?
No, dude. No, God, no. Not in this band. Let's just say that. This is definitely the hardest band I've ever performed in to record because there's just so much going on. In previous bands, like I was saying, I was a couple like more alternative hard rock or pop punk stuff. The music is just simpler to play, flat out. This is some of the hardest stuff I've ever written and played and performed. So tracking is a freaking nightmare. Sometimes some of the harder passages that are like a blast beater or some stupid double bass stuff, it took me like 16 tries to get it halfway decent. So and the editing is a huge deal. It was a huge deal for Michael on this EP. So we're getting better at it, I practice with a click track fairly frequently. I know you can't tell, but it's at least when it comes to recording time, you got to really sharpen up things. So it's getting better.
Now, what about you guys? Recording guitar or recording vocals?
I have fun with it. I mean, yeah, you mess up and you got to do it over again. But I believe that when you record, it actually makes you that much better at that song than what you already are. Especially if it's a brand new song, and it's still kind of new to you and you're still trying to work the kinks out and stuff. But I'd say when you record that, it makes you that much better at that song as well as performing live.
Now, do you guys ever like record something and then like a couple months later listen to it and you're like, I changed that part, or shit, I could have done that even better?
That's the fun about recording it yourself.
Yeah.
You go back and change it?
We can go back and change it if we want.
Boom shakalaka.
I, for one, really suck at, I guess, consistency. I tend to do a lot of stuff different live, but I'll definitely write a very specific part or, a fill or something for a song and really try and nail it out for the song. But I've also learned in previous bands that you need to do what's best for the song and not go quite as crazy, and you can just save that energy for the live show, and you can kind of bust out some cooler stuff, I guess, or whatever, live, I don't know, in the moment.
Or whatever, I don't know.
And I don't really know anything, yeah.
Well, you know what time it is, folks. It's about that time.
It's just like earlier when you were fanboying out.
Yeah.
When we were smoking all those cigarettes.
It's about that time.
About the energy. All those retarded stick tricks I attempt to do, it's an illusion. It gives the illusion of talent. Ooh, watch me twirl the stick. Look at my 47-piece drum set. You must be really good. Ooh, yeah. You didn't see me drop all those sticks behind the drums, did you?
Yeah, he's mediocre at best, I guess.
It's fine.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right. This week, we have all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand. Morgan, it was Bow Messiah. She's claiming it's Bow Messiah. B-O-W. And then Messiah, how you spell Messiah. I'll go with it. Bow Messiah, all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand. We got a fucking twofer for you tonight. We have Origins of Deception and Perfect Virus. Let's fucking blast that shit.
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Fuck you! Will you wear the blood?
Woo! All right, we just heard all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand. Bow Messiah, we heard a twofer from them, Origins of Deception and Perfect Virus. That was metal as fuck.
This is pretty brutal.
Those guys are pretty fucking badass, man.
Way better than us.
I am Luco Blaze, Morgan Danielle. We're still rocking out here, out at Fitz's Lanes, Fitz's Spare Keys, Fitz's 710 Split, whatever you want to call it, in
Fitz's.
Elmhurst. Stop on by. We're here every Tuesday. And like I said, we're rocking out still with Designing the Flaw. And hey guys.
Hey girl.
We're getting close to the end of the show, but we still got a couple more tracks we're going to play.
We're having a good time. Thank
Having
you
a-
again. Thank you again so much for having us come on here.
No,
Thanks
This
for
is
driving
super
out.
Cool, dude. It wasn't that bad.
You mean you're
This
gonna
place
make us
is
leave?
magical. What'd you say to me?
You don't have
Place
to
is
leave.
magical.
You can stick around as
Not
long as
leaving.
you want. He's,
I'll yell it again.
Rob's staying the whole night.
me. All right.
Woo! Well,
All right. Yeah, he's cut off.
we do have a couple more tracks from you guys. What is not the track we're going to go out to listening
You
tonight,
have to say it like it's Jeopardy.
but the one before that?
What is?
The name
What
of the
is?
track that you're going to play next is called what?
In the form of a question, please.
What is Edge of Madness?
Yeah, what is Edge of Madness?
And that's the last track that you
Shuck it,
guys.
Trebek.
Shuck it. That's the last track you guys have on the EP, but not the last track we're playing tonight.
What is the last one? What is the other one?
That'd be Soulless.
Soulless.
Ooh.
But before we hear Soulless, what is Edge of Madness? That was just in the form of a question. We'll come back. When we get back, I want to know what that motherfucker's about. But right now, Design the Flaw. Edge of Madness.
So
We are Conniption, and I am Michael Brigham.
I'm Bill House.
Andy Martin.
Cody Juke.
And you're listening to The Metal Experience.
Woo! Woo! Just woo! We just heard Designing the Flaw, Edge of Madness. That track is brutals. Brutals as fuck. I am Luke O'Blaze with Morgan Danielle, rocking out here still with Designing the Flaw.
Thank you.
And I think Morgan has a couple 2-3 announcements coming up. Oh, but before we get to that,
oh boy,
what was Edge of Madness about?
That song is about being crazy. Everybody's crazy. Everybody's crazy in their own way. It's just letting the crazy out and what kind of crazy you are. Everybody's got their own kind of crazy. So that song is just about letting out your crazy, man. Let it out.
I am now.
Walk to the edge, man. Edge
Jesus.
madness. Get fucking crazy.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Getting fucking crazy. Huh?
Getting crazy with cheese.
French fry cheese sauce taters.
Crazy with the cheese whiz.
I got some cheese whiz for you.
Well, cheese.
Gotta love cheese.
Oh, cheese and rice.
Oh,
cheese
cheese.
is the way to life.
Oh, cheesy macaroni.
Also
I
clogs your
like your
arteries.
style.
So, Morgan, you got a couple 2-3 announcements
do.
for us. What you got for us this week?
Well, there's a ton of shows coming up this weekend. A ton. So
1 ton.
we chose a few to
Jesus.
post throughout the next couple days to help promote some of our friends playing in a variety of places this weekend because there's too many to list off on the show itself. So keep a lookout on our Facebook page for the upcoming events, and be sure to check out your local scene to see what else is playing because there's always a ton of stuff going on for the weekend. Wanted to help promote our friends in Orinoco who are playing with One Night
Taco.
Falls and Speaking with Ghosts out at the House of Blues August 21st. And the tickets are only $10. The band's willing to deliver them if you're interested in heading out and seeing them play. Pretty awesome.
Orinoco?
And Orinoco, I guess, just got a female bass player.
We've played with them.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
Those are
so
awesome.
they're pretty awesome. We haven't seen them in a while.
They're
They've
at the
been
House of Blues?
very busy. August 21st, they were playing
Good
House
for
of
them.
Blues.
That's awesome.
They have a ton of shows coming up. So take a look at their Facebook page to check out what they're doing. They're also playing. Consume the Divide is playing with them on that show, and Alive at Last, who both have been on our show. Consume the Divide is going to be back on our show with Wicked Deception on September 6th. It's going to be a ton of people, and it's going to be a party that night.
2 bands on that night?
Yeah.
They
They insisted on coming with each other because they just wanted to push each other's buttons.
That's going to be
It's going to be
interesting.
chaotic
Saucy.
because they are insane. All of them. And they're awesome. They're all awesome.
All of them.
Awesome sauce.
Couple brand new videos that just got released this past week. Arcadia finally released a video called He Is I and I Am Him. They were recording that a couple weeks ago. And don't forget that their album release show is happening at the Metro August 27th. So
yeah.
they're fucking
Nice.
awesome. And their video is on their Facebook page right now. You can also check out a video from our friends in A Dying Ultimatum. They just released the video My Dirge, which we also shared this past week for you to check out on our Facebook page.
Also, check out Designing the Flaws video.
Yeah, that I just
for
posted during the show,
Colombian
so you
necktie.
can check that out on our Facebook post.
If you don't, you'll get one.
The Hemi songs that you heard at the beginning of our show, they actually got recognition from Phil Campbell himself from Motorhead for how awesome their songs were. So congratulations to Hemi for doing a couple awesome Motorhead covers.
Vroom, vroom.
Praise for the Fallen has a live version of a single up on their Facebook page from their upcoming album. So check that out. And there's a silent running teaser also on their Facebook page for their upcoming album. And
Sounds like my last girlfriend.
Oh, jeez. That is it for announcements for tonight, because just keep track of our Facebook page for the upcoming shows, and then be sure to post your shows on our Facebook page for people to see. Next week, we have the Dirty Dangerous going to be on with us. That is Jay Sanchez. She used to be in a band called In Hazard, which was back on like 2012. She her band was on the show. She couldn't make it. She called in, but she's back. She's in the metal rock grunge thing, and she's going to be back promoting her band, The Dirty Dangerous. So come out
Fuck
to
yeah.
Fitz's Spare Keys next week in Elmhurst, 8 p.m. We're usually here at about 10:30, 11. And then after that, August 23rd, we have South Arsenal going to be joining us for their first time. So a couple new bands we get to meet and hang out with. It's always a great time. Come out, hang out with us, Fitz's Spare Keys.
Drink some beers, eat some food.
Luco's playing with his band at Livewire Lounge this coming Monday. Once we get back from Texas, Metal Monday. Who are you playing with? Do you even know?
I don't know. They just said, "Hey, you guys want to play Livewire?" And I'm like, "Tacos." So
there's no tacos there.
There's the taco place like 3 doors down.
That place is cool, man.
Oh, that place. I
gonna
thought you meant
go get
in
tacos.
Livewire. I'm like, they don't sell food.
No,
PBR's food.
You fool.
PBRs and tacos.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
I think that Mexican
I'm still
restaurant's
alive.
BYOB. So
Most Mexican restaurants are BYOB.
no, no.
I guess. I don't know what you want from me. But yeah, those are my announcements for tonight.
All right.
Keeping it short and simple. Besides all the awesome shows that I've seen announced for October that I'm dying to see, national act-wise. I won't announce that stuff.
Well, anyway, Design the Flaw. You guys got a bunch of shows coming up. Also,
We got a couple.
a couple, 2, 3.
A couple, 2, 3, few more. So
Why don't you guys go ahead and list off those, and then also where everyone
pull
can
it up.
find everything that is Designing the Flaw on the interwebs and in person. Well, the live shows then, I guess.
Of course, usual Facebook, Reverb Nation. We're always on there messing around.
We sell our merch and CDs and stuff on Bandcamp as well.
True that, true that. If we can only figure out how to get the money.
Hey, you just type in Google Designing the Flaw and a whole bunch of shit will come up. It's pretty awesome. I did that today earlier. I was bored. I was like, I want to Google our band's name and see what kind of shit pops up.
Where should I?
Surprisingly, all kinds of shit does.
Where should I leave off from?
Where should you lead off?
Alright, I'm
Just
gonna
start
get-
it from,
I'll start from the beginning. There's only like 2 on there anyway. We're not that cool. Sunday, August 14th, we'll be at in Indianapolis at the Emerson Theater. It's going to be a pretty hot show for the Indiana versus Ohio Metal Festival. We're coming for you, Ohio. All right, that was weird. Never again. August 20th, Shovelhead Saloon in Danville. Pretty BA. Saturday, the 27th of August, Waterbird Banquet Center in Chesterton, Indiana. Good luck with that. Friday, September 2nd at the Rusty Nail, where TJ lives. Saturday and Sunday, September 3rd and 4th, we'll be camping at the playground in New Era, Michigan. That's going to be super cool because I'm going to be fishing. You should play your own damn drums. Friday, September 9th at Penny Road Pub in Barrington Hill, Illinois is always a great time. There's upstairs and downstairs. They have super good onion ringies and a shit ton of beer. And there was a girl there, and she talked to me. Friday.
That was a dude.
Shh, it's fine. Friday, September. I hate you. September 16th at the Doom Room in Lafayette kicks off our 10-day fiasco little tour stint.
Is there a name for the tour?
Would you like to name the tour?
It's the Get the Fuck Out of Indiana tour.
Yeah, that's already named. And we're just gonna go and get the fuck out of here. So kiss my ass.
Even though 2 of our tour dates are in Indiana.
It's fine. Shh. We're going to start off that little stint in the Doom Room the 16th of September in Lafayette, Saturday, September 17th at PG in Evansville, Indiana. Sunday, September 18th at Daisy Dukes in Nashville, Tennessee is going to be out of control. Fucking Daisy Dukes, hello.
Look at them girls with the Daisy Dukes song.
Fucking rebel flags and charters, man.
I know, brother.
Tuesday, the 20th of September is at the Skate Shop in Austin, Texas. It's going to be cool. Super cool. Wednesday, the 21st of September at the Mix in Austin. Thursday, September 22nd, to be announced. Friday, September 23rd at Jam House Collective and AR.
Arizona.
Arkansas. Arkansas.
You're right.
Arkansas.
It's not Arizona.
Arizona's
No,
AZ.
I know. I just realized that.
I know things about abbreviations. It was in a book. Or it must be true. Shit, it got erased. It's your fault.
You messed it up, Morgan. Go sit in the corner.
What?
Fucking Arizona. Saturday, September 24th is to be announced. That's St. Louis. Barbecue. Fine with that. Sunday, September 25th-ish. Is that what this
Ish?
says? It's fine.
Maybe?
That will be the last, the conclusion finale of our little tour. That's at Port Royal Gastro Pub in Decatur, Illinois.
Whew.
Yeah, so we'll probably be super dead and wasted and hate each other by then.
Fun stuff.
Who's blowing the fucking horn? Is there a ship in here? Shipyard?
That was my phone vibrating. There was a pigeon found.
Yeah, it really messed me up earlier. I was like,
sorry.
Is it a ghost? Anyway.
We'll go with ghosts, yeah.
It's a really cool band. They're spooky.
They're spooky.
Saturday, October 8th. I'm stupid. Porter's Tap in Hammond, Indiana is going to be tight. Let's say that.
Butthole.
You know? It's pretty tight. There it is. Can't even get it in there. Going in dry. Hang on to something. Otis Fest is October 21st. That's going to be a pretty big deal. That's actually the 21st and 22nd. That's a weekend-long event. There's going to be a ton of bands. That's in Otis, Indiana, at a dude we know. Frank,
a dude?
A guy from Indiana who is a dude that we know, and it's actually pretty cool.
Not
Frank
to be
Segura
confused
is
with the
putting on this whole
dude that was
thing.
hitting on him at the bar.
Not that guy. Don't worry about that guy. Saturday, October 29th at Mighty Mix in Winfield. Michael put that one together. He books there all the time. We just played there a while back, 2 weekends ago. That's a cool little joint. A lot of cool people come out to that. It's in a nice area. Friday, we so don't belong there. Friday, November 11th at Cheers in South Bend is super cool. Their pizzas are like freaking wagon wheel big.
Like
I don't want to rock you like a wagon wheel.
I'm trying to think of
Saturday,
how big a wagon wheel is, and that's like a personal size.
No, it's like person size. Fucking wagon wheel.
There's
Don't you know what a
different
wagon
sizes
wheel
of
is?
wagons, sir.
You ever played Oregon Trail? It's a fucking wagon. That's your
I had
wagon
a
wheel.
red wagon growing up.
You. You're good, you.
You ever played Oregon Trail?
Yeah, green screen, bitch. Don't you forget it. Friday.
We're gonna have some words outside later.
Saturday, yeah. Okay. Saturday, November 12th at JJ Kelly's in Lansing. Love that place. I miss the mirrors. Anyway, Friday, November 18th at Damien's Den, Chicago, Illinois.
You weren't kidding when you said you had like 40 shows booked. Holy
Just
shit.
like a couple. It's fine.
And there will probably be more in between.
Guys are
here.
No one's gonna go to them anyway.
Whoa.
Saturday, November 26th is our final performance for the year, and then it's time for holiday stuffs at D Performance Comedy Theater in Gary, which is actually a really cool, small, intimate joint. They did it up well. The sound is cool, nice little stage. And that'll be the wrap for 2016, 2K16. Nice. So there's some stuff coming up. Please try and make it out. We'll go extra crazy hard for you, and that's not just a porn thing.
And what's the ETA you're thinking on the album again?
We're shooting for March, April of 2017.
So when it comes out,
Like
you gotta
March or
come
April,
back
yeah.
on here and share with us the new tune.
We would love to come back anytime.
Yeah, we would love to.
That would be awesome.
Totally do that.
Don't forget themetalexperience.com. All of our past interviews are up there. All of the Hey Look What I Found pics. We have reviews from the Crypt.
I know
That
what you
is
wanna do.
a ton of bands reviews of music from Sean. And then we're going to add Deanne's up there. And of course we have
Cheese sauce.
Q&A with Sean. He's done a few bands already where he's interviewed a couple bands, so you might want to check out. So be sure to stay tuned to our website and check us out next week with The Dirty Dangerous.
Yes.
But again, thank you guys, Designing the Flaw, TJ,
Woo!
Rob, Arson, for coming out tonight.
No,
I know
thank
it's
you.
a little bit of a drive, and it is a Tuesday, but we want to thank you guys again for coming out.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
thank
much.
you for having us
out.
And
Dude,
keep
such a good
on
times.
So
fucking
it's time
rocking
to
on.
take the listeners and suck out their souls.
So we got
Dip 'em in cheese sauce.
and dip 'em in cheese sauce.
I was waiting for it.
You knew he was going to say that?
We got
Premonition. This next song is called Jesus.
Oh my God.
We
I
got-
thought I really liked cheese.
we got one more track.
Jesus.
We got one more track we're playing for you tonight. We're going out on, and that is Soulless off of the Designing the Flaw EP, full length, coming out in the spring. We can't wait. You guys got a bunch of shows coming up.
We're trying. We're trying.
Any shout-outs or anything?
I want to say shout out to Michael Fernenden for sleeping this one up. It's okay, man. We got this. Thank you for all the super hard work you put into this band. You and Olivia, of course, do everything for us, so we don't have to do anything except show up and try and be cool.
And Andreas
for being a
for being a bass player.
You know, thank you for that. You know your role.
The bassiest of bass players.
He's actually pretty freaking
heavy.
good.
He's very good.
And I want to give an extra special shout out to Lou Ferrigno because he had sex with my mama.
I've seen it.
This next track, Solus, is probably, I would say, one of the more popular songs or whatever. It's definitely one of my favorites to play. It's one of the very first songs I had to learn and perform with this band, and I think it's a pretty good, well-rounded metal song.
And what is it about?
Metal?
This song, Soulless, is your typical metal religion song, you know.
All right,
Not
well,
really typical, but you know.
You're typical.
Again, check out Hemi Music on Facebook. They did some badass Motorhead covers. Yeah. Check out Bao Messiah all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand. That was the unsigned
Those guys
band
are so fucking good.
of the week. And check out Designing the Flaw. They're fucking playing everywhere. I don't know how you can miss them. They're fucking putting on a killer live show and fucking kicking some arses. Some arsons. So we're going out tonight. We're playing the last song that we have not played yet on the EP, Designing the Flaw. This last track is Soulless, and let's fucking do it. Let's rock the fuck out.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
See y'all motherfuckers later!